Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. How's it going? I hope it's going good. My name is Shana, the Shana Bell. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. So today I will be doing another pick a card reading for you guys. And today we will be discussing what shifts and changes the 1111 portal brought in for you guys. The 1111 portal was a few days ago. However, the 1111 portal is still very important. It's basically a day that brings in new beginnings and changes for you. And even if you didn't do any big ritual for that day, you will still experience shifts and changes in your life because of it. It is basically inevitable. Everybody goes through shifts and changes. It's just certain days there are bigger shifts and changes, and 11/11, November 11th is one of those days. Think about like the Lion Gates portal. Whether or not you do a ritual for it, you're still gonna see changes in your life. However, it's if you do rituals or you set intentions, you're focusing the energy basically to bring in the manifestations that you personally desire. But if you don't do anything, then basically it's giving God like free range basically, or whatever it is that you was focused on is what's gonna happen, or you just automatically subconsciously do things that implement change in your life. So maybe on the 11/11 portal you find yourself journaling, or you find yourself meditating again, or you find yourself cleaning up your house or starting a new project or something like that. That is basically the energy of the 11/11 portal, preparing you for the change in your life. Okay, but yes, and then it also, energy tends to linger for a few days, so the portal's open for a couple of days before and after. It's just the energy is the strongest on the 11/11, on November 11th basically. But yeah, so there's 4 piles. I'll have the pictures come up after this intro. Make sure that you subscribe to the channel with the bell notification on, like this video, leave a comment below, and share with your friends and family. Also, timestamps will be in the description box, as well as the links to my other platforms, my personal readings, and my Patreon. So make sure you subscribe to my Patreon and follow me on the rest of my platforms as well. And I'll see you guys in my reading. Bye. Well, see you soon in your reading. Safe to take a step out, get some air now, let your edge out to some ice. Okay, so pile number 1. Hi, how are you? I hope you're doing good. I did pre-shuffle, so these are the cards that I pre-shuffled, and I pre-shuffled this days ago. I think I pre-shuffled it on the 11/11, like the day of the 11/11. I decided that I want to go more in depth in my reading, so they're going to be a little longer, but more specific, more in depth. I'm literally using every single deck that I own. So I own about 21 tarot and oracle decks, so I have about 1 to 3 cards from each deck, I believe. Some cards, I try to get 1 card from every deck. Some piles got more cards than others for certain decks basically. But we're gonna go in, and I'm trying to decide if I'm going to just lay them all out, or if I'm just gonna go card by card. But we're just gonna go with it. So Lord Heavenly Father, tapping into pile number 1's energy, so I may deliver these messages to them with accuracy and precision, honesty and truth, for the good of all and harm to none. Amen. So the first card we got is Trope. Then we have Thomas, but in reverse. We have Taught Me by Light Skin Keisha. We have Listening. Listen to your wise self. Let your inner compass direct the course of your life. We have Confidence is your key to success. Leo, New Moon in Leo. They said turn it up, right? We have the In Between. This came out in reverse. I'm going to leave this in reverse. This is Goddess Kite. And then we have Big Happy Changes coming out. And then we have Temple of the Rose. I feel like I said it somewhere. Ancient Power, Expression, Activation, Sacred, Scarlet Codes. Okay, we're gonna start here. So basically, I'm hearing that there's something you're not listening to that's causing your big happy changes to be a little bit stagnant right now. I think you're lacking confidence in certain things, and you're not allowing yourself to learn. You're not allowing yourself to be like in between like that stage where it's like you're not sure about things, there's a leap of faith that you need to take that you're not taking, because you're scared that you won't be good enough. You're scared you won't be the best, and because you're like, oh, there's gonna be people that's better than me, you don't want to even do it or try. But you need to have that confidence in yourself to believe that even if you're not the best in the field yet, because say if you're a beginner in the field and there's people who's been doing it for 20 something years, there's always gonna be somebody better than you in a sense. But even so, you still might end up being the best. Like, there's so many new artists that are nominated for Grammys right now, and then there's people who've been doing it for years and they have never won a Grammy or never been nominated for a Grammy in the first place. So please don't stop yourself from doing something based off of the fact that you think that there's going to be people better than you, because that is just your opinion. And so sorry to tell you this, but your opinion is not the only opinion that matters. You know, there's there's billions of other people in this world, and other people might think that you are actually the best. So don't stop yourself from receiving big happy changes because of the fact that you're scared that you won't end up being the best in something. So we have You're Not For Everyone, Embrace Your Weirdness, Face Your True North. This came out in reverse. That's so funny, because yeah, that's basically what I'm saying. Like, there's going to be some people who don't like you, but there's going to be a lot of people who do like you. And I feel like you're your hardest critic, and you might be a perfectionist and have like low self-esteem when it comes to your creations or your work or the things that you do or whatever the case is. But you don't need to. Like, you actually are really good. And some people will actually want to see your stuff, listen to you, look at you, whatever the case, whatever it is that you want to do, you are, to some people, you are the best, and there's nobody out there that can top you. So put out your stuff or do whatever. Like, don't hold yourself back because you're like, oh, they're better than me, so I don't need to do it because they already did it and yada yada. Like, no, they're not in the slightest. Like, a lot of people don't even like their stuff, and not to be like, oh, their stuff isn't good, because some people do like their stuff, but there's a lot of people who like your stuff too who don't even like their stuff. Like, these are the thoughts that are just going through your mind, right? That person's better than you, when in reality, if you really was to look at their stuff and look at your stuff, do you really think their stuff is better than yours, or do you actually like your stuff better? Like, let's be so for real. Or are you just comparing yourself, and since your stuff doesn't look like their stuff, you're just like, oh, my stuff isn't good enough because it doesn't look like their stuff. But is their stuff, but who's to say that their stuff is the right way to do things, you know? Who's to say that that's the standard? Because the only reason, like, okay, so maybe they have more followers, or maybe they are used to, you know that they have like a lot of successes, or, something like that. Like college, we'll talk about college, right? It's like a stigma that you have to go to college to be successful, when that's not even true in the slightest. Everybody goes to college, and majority of people are not rich. Majority of people are still living paycheck by paycheck. So is going to college really the key to success? No. It is to some people, depending on what you want to do in life, but it's not the key to success for everybody, because there's a lot of people who don't go to college and then end up successful. Not saying that everybody who doesn't go to college ends up successful, no, but look at your path and the way that you want to go, and then make your journey match make the journey match the way to success that you need to in order to get to your destination. Don't follow somebody else. Like, would you follow a car if they're driving to California when you're trying to get to New York? No, because you're going to end up on the wrong side of the world. You're going to end up on the wrong side of America. That doesn't even make sense, So if anything, if you're going to follow somebody who's going to New York if you're trying to go to New York. But then at the same time, maybe they have a car where you can buy a plane ticket, and then you'll get there quicker. You know what I'm saying? So it doesn't really make sense to follow somebody else's journey when you have your own journey. You have your own resources. You have your own skills, your own talents. You have your own knowledge. You have your own way of doing things. No one else looks like you. No one else sounds like you. No one else moves like you. No one else does what you do the way that you do it. So stop looking at somebody else and comparing what you do and how you do it to somebody else, okay? Also, you could be a Leo, because clearly there's Leo out here. So, hey, my Leos, I'm a Leo too. And then we have Earth School, life lessons, soul growth, study, higher learning. And this is in reverse. And wasn't I just talking about, like, college is not, like, the only way to go about learning something. And I'm not saying don't go to college, because like I would never tell anyone don't go to college. I literally in college, but I regret going back. I'm not gonna hold you. These kids are so arrogant and ignorant. Like, oh my gosh, like they really think that college is the only way to be successful. I'm like, I'm 25. This is not the, I'm not new to this. I'm true to this, not new to this. The things that you guys are doing in this school that you're so excited about, I've been doing that my whole entire life. We're not the same, boo. We're not the same. Like, humble yourself. And it was like, oh, we were talking about being humble. Somebody asked me if I think I'm humble. And I was like, honestly, I'm too humble. Because I've been told my whole life that I'm too humble. And I need to, my self-esteem is too low for what it should be. Out of all the accomplishments and achievements and experience and all the things that I've done, honestly, yeah, they was right. And eventually I was just like, you know what? You're right. Let me start talking my shit. And at the same time, I'm still very humble because I don't even go around telling people about all the things that I've done and all the people that I know and all the people that want to work with me. Like, let's be so for real. And I don't even talk about it because, one, it's none of their business, and two, what is that going to do for me? Like, respectfully, you're not anybody. You're not doing anything. You're in school. Like, you're relaxed. Like, you haven't even had any experience outside of school. You was in elementary school, you went to high school, you went to college. You're a baby. You're not even 21 yet. You're not even 20. Your frontal lobe is not even fully developed, and you're trying to talk to me right now. Like, let's be so for real. Like, I was really upset because somebody really tried to humble, and this, I literally said how people always try to humble Leos, and so then Leos, like, somebody was like, oh, they never found a humble Leo, and I was like, how? No, because people always try to humble Leos because they know that Leos are confident, so they always try to humble us, and so it's like, I'll get attention, I'll get compliments, all that stuff, and then people will get upset because they see that I'm getting attention, and then they'll try to humble me. And then guess what that same person did? They was like, they also tried to like deny and be like, no, I don't think so. And then they try to humble me. Talking about, oh, you're a college student. No, boo. I take college classes. I'm not a college student. Like, yes, I go to school. So technically I'm a student at college, but I have a full-time career, love. I'm running a business. I do music. I'm an artist. And then I was bored at home and I went to college. There's a difference. You went to college because you felt as though you had to for your career path to be successful. I went to college because I got bored while I was already on my career path. There's a difference. Let's be so for real. So basically what I'm saying is, don't let anybody try to humble you and make you feel as though you're not that girl, you're not that guy, because of where you are in life. Because people's lives is different, okay? There's a difference between somebody who has experience in the real world, has licenses and certifications under their belt and then went to college, compared to somebody who just went to college straight out of high school. They're not the same people. They're not at the same level. They don't have the same type of knowledge. They don't have the same source of wisdom. They're not the same. Respectfully, then we're not the same, okay? So you could be somebody who had to go back to college, like you took a break and then you went back, or you just left college without a degree, or you never even went to college, whatever the case is, and people try to humble you and try to make you feel down about yourself, whatever the case is. Don't even listen to that. Or even if you graduated later, like not in the 4 years or whatever the case is, don't even listen to them, because they're really ignorant, and they're gonna end up they're gonna be the people that you end up hiring to work for you. Respectfully, and honestly, it could be disrespectful. I don't really care. Like, they're gonna be the people that you hire to work for them. Okay? No, you're gonna hire them to work for you. So don't worry about what anybody has to say about you and your accomplishments, because I bet you they don't even know what you've accomplished. And if they was to find out about the things that you accomplished, they would be worshiping you, because they worship the people who are doing the things that you already done. You know? Okay, Eye of Aries, Awakening Divine Perception. I should just take all these cards out, because this is Pillar of Light, Descent of the Star of Isis, coming out in reverse. We have Submission. Okay, and then I do have love cards. So we have You Deserve Love, You Are Lovable in reverse. We have Playfulness. 2, we capture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit to shine. Your youthful spirit of fun to shine in reverse. And then we also have calling in your soulmate. Your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations helping you together in reverse. Then we have, why is everything in reverse? This is okay. I'm gonna flip this over because that didn't make no sense. Everything was in reverse. Stabbed in the back, heartbreak, pain, separation, deception, shocking attack. Upright. That's crazy. How would I flip it upright? That's so. The hidden truth oracle. I love you unconditionally. We have now I have tarot cards. We have the Knight of Pentacles, the Chariot, okay, and then Judgment in reverse. Then we have the Chakra Wisdom cards, 6th chakra, 3rd eye chakra, imagination. I use my imagination as I create and pursue my dreams and wishes. I ask myself, what do I want? My thoughts create my reality at the physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual levels. I use this power to create harmonious relationships between all these levels. I imagine the life I would like to have, and I encourage my thoughts to be truthful, wise, and discerning. In the quietness of meditation, I see and hear truth. Then we also have the 4 of Pentacles in reverse. I like doing it like this. The Moon, and then the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, so signs is Leo, Aries, Leo, Aquarius, Scorpio, Taurus, Pisces, Libra, Cancer, Capricorn, Virgo, and then Taurus again, and then Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus again. Yeah. Okay, so those are the signs. Okay, looking at this. So looking at, okay, the whole story, right? Okay, so basically what I was saying before is what the story is. You have self-limiting beliefs, you are a little insecure, and you need to fix that. Respectfully, you are too humble, you think too lowly of yourself, and you need to raise your confidence to know that you are that girl, you are that guy. Like, not even forget the trends and like the names and everything like that. You are good, you are really good. Like, your music, your artwork, your modeling, your body, your face, your makeup, whatever the case is, you're really good at it. If you do content creation, if you do tarot readings, if you're in school and you think you're slow and you're not smart, you write books or you do essays, whatever the case is, I feel like this is more something that is like creatively done, but might not have to be. It could also be in love. Like, you could be insecure about if you are loved, if you're lovable, but you are. Like, there's a lot of people who love you unconditionally. So whether it's fans, whether it's classmates, whether it's friends, whether it's family members, whether it's like, did I say fans already? Like, people, followers, subscribers, things like that. Like, you are loved by a lot of people, and a lot of people love you unconditionally. So say you started in one category or one niche or doing one thing, even if you was to shift your focus and do something else, they will still love you. So stop holding yourself back. I see that you're imagining a life for yourself and imagining doing certain things, and you just have like, you're very creative, and you could be wanting to like make a movie or star in a movie or do something with a movie or like a book or something like that, where you have to use your imagination, do music, and you could be holding yourself back because you feel like you're not good enough. Maybe you wrote a song already and it didn't do very well, or you haven't put it out yet, and you're too scared to go and write another song because you're just like, what if it's like you didn't really like the first song, or you just like, you know, what if it's not successful? What if it doesn't do well? Like, what? Who cares if it doesn't do well? Like, so there's a lot of songs that don't do well. Like, Beyonce has songs that flopped. There's many songs that Beyonce wrote that, one, she never put out, and two, we never even heard. Like, let's be so for real, because it wasn't good enough. There is so many songs that a lot of artists have written and put out, or whatever cases, that don't do well. The YouTubers and the TikTokers and the influencers that you see post videos and post pictures and things like that, and you see that they have thousands if not millions of likes, a lot of the times they private or delete the content that does not do well. So understand that just because a few of your content or a few of the things that you put out, whatever the case is, doesn't do well, doesn't mean that it's not good. I'm pretty sure Ivy Park with Adidas that Beyonce didn't do as well as people was expecting it to do, you know. So don't feel like, and if you're now starting out, like, don't feel like you're not doing well because a few things flop. Like, things are gonna flop. It really is just that simple. And then, but just because it flops doesn't mean to stop. It means to keep going, keep enhancing it, figure out what works, what doesn't, and then, you know, just keep enhancing it, and then double down on the things that do work. And then say you like doing the things that don't really work as well, but you still want to do it. Still continue to do it, because eventually you're going to get better at it, and then eventually it's going to do as well as the rest of it. Maybe not as well as the rest of the stuff, but it will start to do better. And then honestly, eventually it might end up being better than the rest of the stuff. Because if you like something and you put in the work to keep improving it, eventually it's going to get better. You know, and I'm seeing with the Chariot that things are going to get better. With the Knight of Pentacles, there's something that's been slow movement, and it was taking a while for it to like go anywhere. But just because it's taking a long time doesn't mean it's not going anywhere. If you walk somewhere, yes, it's going to take longer than if you drive or you take a plane, but you will get to your destination eventually. Like there's times when I walk to Sephora, which is like a 50-minute walk, when you can drive and it'll take like 10 minutes. Regardless, I got to the place, you know. It's just I took the more scenic route when I was walking than when I was driving. Okay, also with the love, with calling in your soulmate in reverse, you deserve love and playfulness all being in reverse. You need to, and then we have submission, right? Submit to playfulness, like submit to having fun. And also you might need to be, if you're a woman, you might need to be a little bit more submissive, or if you're a man, you might need to be a little bit more dominant so you can allow your woman to be submissive to you. Like you need to improve your skills, like your leadership skills and your domineering skills, so the woman will feel comfortable and safe following you, because a woman's not going to follow somebody who's going to lead them to destruction or lead them to failure, right? A woman's going to submit to a man who she feels like she feels as though it's safe enough to let him lead and to submit to him, because she knows and can trust that he is going to lead her to success, lead her to a happy life, and lead her to abundance. You know, a woman's not going to submit to you if you're going to lead her to poverty. She's going to submit to you if you're going to lead her to abundance and wealth. Like, let's be so for real. Nobody dreams of living in poverty. So those men, if you're one of those men who's like, oh, will you stay with me if you, like, will you be with me if I was down bad? No. And stop expecting a woman to want to be with you when she's down, when you're down bad, especially if she's not, right? And even if she is down bad, why would she succumb to being stuck in that place when she could just marry a man who has money and then be saved? Like, not even be saved, but like not have to deal with it, or just stay single so she can deal with poverty by herself, and then work on, have the time and energy and focus to work on building herself, so she will no longer have to live in poverty. Black men, or men in general, but specifically black men, because this is very big in the black community, stop expecting women to struggle with you. Stop trying to date when you have no money. Stop trying to date when you are down bad. And you guys are like, oh, why don't broke men deserve love? No one said broke men do not deserve love. However, you cannot provide, you can't date a woman, you can't go on dates if you don't have money, because dates cost money. Okay, driving around in a hoopty at nighttime and getting her McDonald's is not a date. It's spending quality time together, yes, but it's not a date. Dates are supposed to be romantic. Okay, and if you stop trying to gaslight women and stop trying to humble women to be okay with accepting less, because it's not okay. It's destroying the black community. And then y'all want to call black women upset all the time, a mad black woman. But wouldn't you be mad too if your boyfriend or husband treated you like shit, couldn't provide anything for you, but then expects you to do everything for her? Wouldn't you be mad too if you have to give birth to somebody, take care of them, raise them, and then also go to work to pay half the bills because your man can't? So it's not 50-50 in a relationship anymore. It's like 90-10%, because all the man has to do is go to work and then come home. And then the woman, she has to cook, she has to clean, she has to carry the child for 9 months, she has to give birth to the child, she has to clean the child, she has to cook not only for the husband but also for the child. Like, do you see the imbalance here? And then you expect women to still want to marry you? Like, absolutely not. Get your shit together before you start entertaining women, because then you won't have the issue of feeling lesser than and insecure, and feel the need to have to humble a woman because she's doing better than you in life. Black men, stop dating women when they're doing better than you and you're insecure about it, because then it shows. You give hater, okay? You look like you look mad, and the women can feel that, okay? there's been more than enough men that I've dated personally who you can tell was very upset about the fact that when I didn't come from poverty, I didn't come from the ghetto, I didn't come from the hood, and then they try to humble me and be like, oh, you came from middle class. Yes, I came from upper middle class, lower upper class, and that's where I was born and raised at, and my parents make a lot more now than they did before. And now I have 4 sisters and each one of us make money too. So yeah, I came from middle class and you came from lower class. And you're trying to humble me because I came from middle class. No one said I was rich. I said I was comfortable. You wanted to act like I was rich because I said I had standards. If a woman asks you for flowers or to pay for trips or to take care of her and provide for her so she can be a stay-at-home mother or stay-at-home wife, that's not her trying to act like she's rich. That's a woman who understands her needs and prioritizing her mental health and her children's upbringing. And people do that, whether they're in poverty, whether it's middle class, whether they're upper class. People do that. And that honestly is usually how you get out of being in whatever financial situation you're in. So if you're in poverty, that's how you get to middle class. If you're in middle class, that's how you get to upper class, by making sacrifices. So you can't both be focused on paying the bills and then expect to advance in life. Somebody needs to be paying for the bills and then somebody else needs to be focusing on the future. Okay, focus on, and what is the future? Your children. So if you can educate your children, so then if you can raise them and educate them in their upbringing for them to have a better future than you guys at a younger age, then you guys will in a few years experience a better lifestyle. And it's really just that simple. So get over the whole, if you want to be stuck in your situation that you're in right now, then do the 50-50. But if you want to improve and elevate and go further in life, then don't. I promise you, it's a lot harder to elevate in life when you both are worried and stressed about bills. Get your money up so you can take care of it and then start dating. And then women, you need to hold yourself accountable. And I'm not saying that you're not lovable if you don't have money. No, what I'm saying is love yourself enough and then love your future wife enough to want to provide a stable and comfortable lifestyle for her and your children. No one's saying you're not lovable, please. And stop that stigma. Stop trying to make that your rebuttal, that, oh, men aren't valued unless they have money. That's not true. But that's the one thing that y'all have to provide, money. Provide it. Because women do everything else. All y'all have to do is provide the money. Do that, please. Thank you. Women have standards. And stop settling for these men, because that's why they feel as though they don't have to make any money, because they can get pussy anyway. Stop giving it to them, because then they'll work for it. Because what really makes the world go round? Pussy. So stop giving it to broke men who aren't doing anything for you and ain't paying your bills, because then they're gonna feel they'll just go to the next girl who doesn't have any standards and have any boundaries. These men who don't have money are not interested in you because you're great. And I'm not saying you're not great, but I'm saying is if you're giving it up to them, that's why they're interested in you. If they're not actually providing any value to you and not actually doing anything for you and not actually make you feel loved, and all they want to do is hit you up in the middle of the night talking about you up, they don't like you, sis. They don't value you. Value yourself more, love yourself more, and leave that situation. And from now on, have some type of standards and have some type of boundaries that if you're going to give your body to a man, he has to be providing for you and elevating your lifestyle in some type of way. And have some type of commitment to you too. Because these baby mama, baby daddy situations is not it. Respectfully, and I'm so sorry, I'm not trying to insult anybody who has that type of situation or dynamic, but please, again, something that is killing the black community. Y'all want to blame everything on the white people? I'm sorry, it's not the white people's fault if we're still doing it to ourselves. Honestly, I see more black people tear down black people than I see white people tear down black people. Why? Because a white person will get called out for it, so they have to check themselves. But when a black person does it to a black person, everybody else starts to jump on. Do you see? There was a trend going around of mainly black men talking about, oh, when you start hating your girlfriend. And then if you read the comments, it's literally disgusting. I don't like the black Twitter, because it's literally disgusting. The things that they talk about. Y'all minds is so tinted. And then also, y'all think that romantic dates, that the fact that women have standards to go on romantic dates instead of being taken to Fridays in Applebee's is because of social media and the city girls. Are you kidding me? Who started saying that? That's wild. The fact that y'all think that it's okay to take, y'all's from the trenches. If you think it's okay to take someone on a date to Applebee's. Since when was Applebee's romantic? That is a family establishment. Fridays, Olive Garden, Red Lobster, those are family establishments. Those are not dates. Those are not, no. You can go there for like, it's like, we can call it quality time, but don't call it a date. Don't call it a date. Like, please, like, let's do better. Yes? Yes. Okay. Anyway, circling back. I went on a little rant there, but it was most definitely needed. So, to answer the question though, what is 1111 portal going to, like, bringing shifts and changes? 1, standards. 2, confidence. 3, you're going to be moving forward in a project. Stop judging yourself so much. Like, honestly, stop being your worst critic. Even if you don't like it, if it's finished, release it. Stop trying to work on it over and over and over again. It's not gonna change. It's still gonna sound like that. That's how it sounds, okay? So, and it doesn't sound bad. People like it. So release it so people can hear it, and then move on and work on something else. And then if anything, make the next one better. The more projects you have, the more projects you do, the more projects you put out, the more confidence you'll have in yourself, and then the more you'll understand your style and your sound, and you'll feel more confident in yourself. So it's not, you working on the same project is not going to make you feel more confident. And if anything, it's going to make you feel less confident, because you're going to keep thinking, oh my gosh, I've been working on the same project for so long and it's still not good. Or it's still not good enough. When in reality, it's always been good from the jump. You could have released it after the first day, but you didn't. So now you're feeling less and less confident as time goes on. And you could have been on to the next project so long ago, but you didn't, because you're still focused on this project. Move on from it. Move on. That's the shift that 1111 is bringing you. Moving on. Learning how to move on and do better. Like, and I mean that in every aspect, whether it's relationships, like let go of the deadbeat ex. If it's the project, like your career, your projects, let go of that project, release it and move on to the next one. If it's mindset shifts, let go of the fact thinking that you're not good enough. Okay, cool, there was a time when you was a beginner. You're not a beginner anymore. You're very good at what you do. You are a pro at it. You are a professional at it. You're at the top of your field. So act that way. Stop being so humble. Be more confident in yourself. It's like, everybody feels as though you gotta be humble. Why you gotta be humble for? No, because honestly, we would have better projects out here if people was more arrogant. Like, what's his name? Elon Musk. Because Elon Musk is out here making great inventions. Why? Because he knows he's good. And he does these things for fun. So start doing things more so for fun and stop trying to make everything perfect. Sorry, my camera cut off. Yes, stop trying to make everything perfect, because when you make everything perfect, then nothing is ever going to be perfect in your eyes, because you are your worst critic. You're going to see every single thing wrong with it when there's literally nothing wrong with it. You know, like when you do a dance, right? When you dance or you sing, and then you rehearse it like one way, and then you perform it, and then you make a little oopsie here. But if you keep going, no one will know that you messed up but you. Why? Because you're the only one who knows. You're the only one who knows how it's supposed to look, right? But everybody else is just watching you, and they are enjoying the show. This is like how when you make your creation, only you can see what you have envisioned in your head. So if you put it out there and it doesn't look exactly how it looks in your head, no one else knows that it's not exactly how you want it to be, because no one else knows what it was supposed to look like. No one else sees what it looks like in your head. So it's not wrong. It's just different from what you imagined, which is fine. Maybe it's just you didn't have the resources, or maybe that's not exactly how it's supposed to be. There's a lot of times I imagine something and then it doesn't come out exactly how I want it to look, but that doesn't mean it's not good. That just means it's different. Like if you do your hair and like you want it to be like loose curly waves, but instead it came out as big voluptuous voluminous waves, does that look bad? No. Or like curls, whatever. Does it look bad? No. Honestly, it probably looks better than what you imagined, right? A lot of times, things come out looking better than imagined. Things come out the way it's supposed to come out. Divine intervention. Divine intervention causes things to not always look the way it's supposed to look. Okay. We also have the moon. So with the moon, there's honestly a lot of people who look up to you and inspire to be like you that you don't even know about. They're not even telling you. Okay, there's a lot of people who watch your stuff or listen to you and wish that they can hear more or see more of you. There's also a lot of people who have emotions for you and feelings for you, and that will be changing with the Wheel of Fortune. There's going to be huge shifts, which is basically the point of this reading, so it makes sense the Wheel of Fortune will come out. But there's going to be expansion and whatever it is that you've been focusing on, and you're not going to have to worry about penny pinching or holding on to your things so much. So a shift that's coming with the 1111 portal is that you don't feel the need to hold on to your projects or your inventions or whatever it is that you're focused on. You won't feel the need to hold on to it so closely because you're going to learn how to love yourself unconditionally. That is the shift that's coming on with the 1111 portal, or has came with the 1111 portal. So maybe these are things that you've already seen occur in your life. But with the 1111 portal, you're not going to feel the need to hold on to things so closely, and you're going to be able to release projects quicker. Also, you won't have to keep things secret as much. So you could have been somebody who was told to like not tell people about your like the things that you're working on because, you know, people send evil eye. You won't have to really think about that anymore, because the moment you think about something, instead of going to talk to somebody about it, you're just going to automatically think, okay, let me go work on it and then release it. So before you even have the chance to think like, let me go tell somebody what I'm planning on doing, you would have already done it. Okay, so basically you're going to be listening to yourself more. You're going to listen to God and his divine wisdom, or the universe and your spirit team and their divine wisdom and their divine guidance, and you're going to be putting that right into action. With the stab in the back, I don't even want to bring that up because it's really so irrelevant, but there's people who's hating on you, and we already know that. Okay, when you're amazing, you're going to have haters, and if you don't have haters, then clearly you're not doing something right? So yeah, you're going to have haters. There's people from the past who's going to want to know you again and want to have you in your life because they see you doing so well in life and all that great stuff. But honestly, don't even focus on them. Doesn't matter. No. And honestly, you might be like, y'all can be friends again. Y'all can be cordial. You know, no one's saying that they have to be your best friend again. But, you know, have some decorum, you know, have some respect. They're your fans. Point blank period. They want to be you. They want to be just like you. They're following you. They're watching what you do in order to figure out how they can be successful like you too. So, even if they don't want to tell you that with the moon, they're not exactly like I was saying. They're not going to tell you that. They don't really know. Like, they'll try to humble you and make you feel like you're not doing anything or you're not special. But then they will try to manifest the same things that you told them that you did, that they tried to downplay and act like it wasn't important. But they was only trying to downplay it so they can feel better about themselves because they didn't have access to the things you had access to. Okay, and then eventually you're gonna see that they tried to do or have gotten kind of the same type of thing that you had. Basically, they wanted the same thing that you had before, so then they manifested it, because anybody can have it. And that's why that's why you're so humble, because you don't even see how amazing it is, because you're like, anybody can do that, anybody can have that, because you did it so easily. Like, you did it so easily. So, but then these people had to work really hard on manifesting it, and maybe you worked hard at manifesting it too, but you did it before. You get what I'm saying? And that because they heard that you did it, that's why they thought, okay, I want that too. But then they try to humble you because they didn't want you knowing that there was something that they wanted. I hope this is making sense. But yeah, also a lot of things that you've imagined, so a lot of your manifestations, a lot of things that you've been imagining when you're either daydreaming, your dreams will be coming true, and your manifestations, all those, when you're meditating, things like that, those things will be coming true. The things that you have been like journaling, and like the lifestyle that you've been trying to imagine up, basically the things in your imagination that you've been seeing in your third eye, those are going to be coming true. And stop trying to learn all the time. Like, and I'm not saying stop learning, but there does come a time when the student becomes a teacher, and you're no longer a student, you're a teacher now. So you're wasting your time. My apologies, I ran out of space on my card. But yeah, you're wasting your time trying to learn all the time, instead of putting things into action or teaching other people. Like, you have things that you need to teach, so maybe you had a lot of life experience, a lot of heartbreak, things like that, and instead of actually putting out music to express your emotions and how you're feeling and things like that, you're just like, oh, you don't have enough credit, like you're too young to, you know what it really feels like to be in love and things like that. But who says that? Like, let's be so for real. Who's to say that you don't know enough, or you don't have enough experience in something, or maybe you want to do like a YouTube channel and talk about being high value, or talk about like spirituality or how to manifest, but you're like, oh, I just started doing this. Who cares if you just started doing it? If you was able to manifest anything in your life, you have experience in it and you have wisdom, because not only did you know the knowledge, but you took the knowledge, you applied it, and you made it actually happen for yourself in real life. So you have the credibility and the wisdom and the knowledge needed in order for you to make the video and teach other people how to do it. And then as time goes on, you'll have more and more experience and more wisdom and more guidance to be able to tell people. And then also from you creating those videos and helping people, you will also feel more confident in yourself with teaching people, which will help you get better at teaching people. And then also from doing the videos, you'll just automatically feel the need to do more research on each topic, because not only for yourself now, but also for your followers. And as you learn, you can teach them as well. So you'll be the student and the teacher at the same time. Yes. But part number 1, those are your messages. I hope it resonated. If it did, make sure to give this video a thumbs up and leave a comment below letting me know what part you came from and how it resonated. Also, be sure to check out my description box for all my links. You can check out the description box. I have personal readings, I have a Patreon, and I have videos. I have like every platform, and they're all linked in the description box. My new songs, I have 3 songs that will be released on the 22nd, I believe, the 22nd of November. So be on the lookout for that as well. And I do plan on doing music videos, so you know, be on the lookout for that. The music videos will be posted on this channel, and then I might start a music channel, but don't quote me on that, I don't know. So yeah, love you guys so very much, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Okay, pile number 2. If you pick the photo with the girl standing in her kitchen, I believe, all white and tan. I mean, but that's most of my pictures that I use now. So this is the reading for you. So Lord Heavenly Father, please tap me into pile number 2's energy, so I may deliver these messages to them with honesty and truth, accuracy, precision, for the good of all and harm to none. Amen. I have pre-shuffled the cards this reading, and I think I'll be doing that further, like going further on. I used every deck that I own. I have like 20 something decks, and I want to be able to go more in depth in these readings, so that's how I'm going to be doing it now. So I haven't looked at them, but we're going to talk about it now. Speak no bad stuff. So this is what the 1111 portal will be bringing in for you. And then we have education in reverse, LOL. And then we have Lilita Tripura Sundari in reverse. And then we have Amsa upright. And then we also have Shana Namaste. You guys have the most of these cards, I think. We have Picture Record On by Corinne Bailey Ray in reverse. We have Guidance in reverse. Ask for guidance. The divine will meet your every need. We have What Do You Need to Release. We have the Moon, Mama Killer, Goddess Mama Killer. We have Saraswati, Mastery. Yes, that makes sense what I was getting. We have No. So if she was asking about something, the answer is no. We have Creativity. Express your creativity, the light and the mystery of your inner muse. We have Morning Dew, Clarity, a fresh start, a positive outlook in reverse. We have Star Brothers, Harris Energy, Protection, Loyalty, Safety, Trust. We have I Remember, Soul Plan, The Fated Life versus the Destiny Life. Oh my gosh, just so many cards. The Temple of Lapis Lazuli, Goddess of the Ancient Skies. We have Reapproach. We have Finances and Career. Financial issues are a factor in your love life right now in reverse. We have Kisses, Unconditionally Loving, Giving and Receiving Affection, Falling in Love. We have I Left You Before You Can Leave Me. We have Queen of Cups. We have Eight of Cups in reverse. We have Seven of Swords in reverse. We have the sixth chakra, third eye chakra, inner knowing. I trust my inner knowing and I am at peace with myself. I create more moments of stillness and silence, and I listen for the truth. I'm open to connecting with and listening to my gut and my heart's feelings, and I don't override them with my mind's logic. I practice meditation, prayer, and contemplation. We have the 7 of Wands in reverse. So 2 sevens, that's good luck and rewards. We have the 10 of Pentacles in reverse. And then we have the Hangman in reverse. Okay. So with this, okay, so starting off, I was getting with the education in reverse. And then there was something else that I saw that made me have the same thought. But basically, oh, what do you need to release? And guidance in reverse. Okay, so you are somebody who is very well educated, and you have a lot of experience and wisdom and knowledge in what it is that you do in your field. However, you keep trying to go back to, you don't allow yourself to progress, right? You stay at like the bottom level instead of progressing and becoming the leader in something, or the teacher, you know. Instead of you humble yourself too much. You could came from power 1, but you don't feel confident enough in yourself to progress, right? You feel as though you keep circling the bottom of the barrel instead of elevating and reaching higher levels and higher depths. And that's keeping your money stagnant, okay? So with shifts that's coming with the 11 of portal, is like you need to release the mindset of feeling as though you're not good enough, and you need to keep learning, and you're no longer the student. Like you're not one of them. Like, I don't know what to tell you. You're not the bottom of the barrel. Like, you really are not. Like, you're really good. Like, you are somebody who is above them. Like, you're not, I don't know who them is, but that's what I'm hearing. Like, you're not one of them. You're above them. Like, you need to leave. You need to leave that situation. You need to stop feeling as though you need them to be somebody or do something. Stop feeling as though like you're better than that. You're better than them. Like, I don't know. I don't even know who them is. It could be a school. It could be like friends. It could be, yeah, I feel like it's more so friends or environment, or even if you're in school, the people that you're hanging around at your school, or if you're like in work or whatever, like in the workforce, you might need to get another job, like a higher paying job, a higher level job, like a job with more experience, a job with more responsibilities that will pay you more and things like that, because you are better than that. Like you're not using your full potential. Like you're not even potential. It's not potential, because potential is like you didn't reach it yet. Like you have reached, I wouldn't say your full potential, because you can still go further, but you have excelled from what people thought you was going to be able to reach, and yet you're still acting as if you're the same person you was like 20 years ago. You know, like you haven't been new at this since birth. You have been doing this for years and years and years now at this point, and somehow you're still, in your mind, you're still new at this, when that doesn't make sense. Okay, you need to do some reflection, boo. You need to do some reflection so you can let that go. You need to move forward. Okay, you need to feel as though you are that person. You need to feel like you're good. You're good. You're the best. Forget being good. You are the best. You are the top of your field. You are the top of mind. You are really good. So stop feeling as though you're not. Stop feeling as though you need other people's validation and opinions and other people's help. You don't. Stop asking other people how to do this and how to get here. You don't. You should be teaching them how to do it. Like, for real. And I mean that in the most disrespectful way possible. Like, because these people try to humble you. And it's like, these people, because they're trying to humble you, you have this mindset like where you can't see yourself. Like you have like this illusion on how you're being viewed, when everybody else is looking up to you and everybody else is trying to be like you. And no, not even be, everybody wants to be you. Everybody wants to be in your position. Everybody wants to be in your place. Everybody wants to live your life. Everyone wants to have experienced everything that you have experienced. Everybody is jealous of the people who has a place in your life or a place in your heart. Everybody wants to be you or be the person with you or experience life with you. And yet here you're thinking that you're not good enough. Here you're thinking that no one cares and that everyone's better than you. No, sis, they are literally gaslighting you. They are literally trying to humble you so you don't see your worth and your potential and who you actually are, who you are today. Forget the potential. They don't want you to know who you are today, because they know that if you were to know, one, how jealous they were, and two, who you actually were, and three, the power that you hold, that they would not have a chance. So stop letting them have that power over you. Claim your power back. Because you are letting these people walk all over you, when in reality, you can walk at them like they were some ants and you was a giant. You can live your life and never even notice that they even existed. And your life will still continue to excel. And they are focusing their whole life around you. Like their life revolves around you, when you're here thinking like you're not even relevant. And I don't even mean this in like sounding like, oh, like you're so fully, like, don't be fully yourself. Clearly still be humble. Like, think Beyonce and Rihanna. They know who they are. Ariana Grande. They are those girls. They are the top of their field. They're still humble and they're still sweet and they're still kind. Yes. But if somebody tried to play them or try to humble them, they check them real quick, right? When somebody asked Rihanna about her relationship status, she was like, how disappointing that question was. Because facts. I'm here. You get a chance to talk to me. You get a chance to ask me questions, and that's what you have to say? Next, please, get out of my face. Don't play in my face. Start telling these people when they try to downplay you, tell them, stop trying to play in my face. Because on some, they're trying to play in your face. They're trying to make you feel like you're not it. They're trying to hide from you who you are, when they know that you are so much more. It's very upsetting. Like, I don't like this energy. Like, I'm not gonna hold you, because who are they? Start telling people no. When people want to hang out with you, when people want to, like, cause this, and I don't like drama, but the world is addicted to drama. So there's very few people in the world who actually want to see you succeed. And I don't mean that in a bad way. Like, I don't mean that to say that to make you feel like paranoid. Because don't get paranoid. These people can't do nothing to you. They can't hurt you. The only thing they can do, the only way they can hurt you is if you allow them to. If you allow them to play these mind games and you actually listen to it. You know, like, just know, I want you to understand that, what's this card? Creativity. I want you to know that you are people's muse. But two, your creations are out of this world. Your creations are so good that people are shocked that you're not further than you are. And I feel like it's because you don't put it out. You don't express it. It's either you don't release it and you don't promote it the way that you should, or you need to, or you're not consistent enough in it. But it's nothing about you not being good enough that's here. And honestly, it's saying that you need to release the fact that you feel as though you're not good enough. Release the procrastination, release the perfectionism, because those are excuses. Procrastination and perfectionism, those are basically you saying, that's basically fear leading you. And stop being led by fear. Be led by faith, okay? Have faith that God will carry you wherever you need to be. Have faith that the universe will take care of all the rest. Just do your part. Enjoy life. Create the way that you want to create. Release the naysayers. Stop listening to the naysayers, because they're literally just jealous. Jealousy is a real thing, and I grew up not really believing that people can be jealous until I started listening to tarot readings, and then it like literally showed in my face. Like, God would tell me, like in readings, God would be like, oh yeah, the people that are jealous of you are going to do this and this and this and this, and they will literally come and do those things to me. And it's just like, there's no way it's a coincidence every single time, right? So ask God to show you something. Like, I want to say, oh, they'll have a pole, a stripper pole, because I see a stripper pole. Like, people that are jealous of you are going to have a stripper pole or something like that. Or a sword, you know? But that's like so random. Or like a chalice. Like a really like important, well, I guess in a sense that's kind of like cool, because there's less people. That's not something you see everywhere. Like, you don't always see a stripper pole. You don't always see someone with a sword or like a knife, but not like a knife to cook with, like a knife, right? And then like a chalice or like a crown or something. But yeah. Oh, there'd be something with a crown. Okay, but yeah, so signs that are here, we have Pisces, Aries, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, Cancer, Scorpio, Leo, Sagittarius, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Was that all the signs? We have Swords, which is the air signs, Pentacles, earth signs, Wands, yeah, fire signs, and then Cups, which is water signs. Yeah. So all the signs are present. Sun, Moon, Rising, Jupiter. I know, I feel like your reading kind of to the point. Your reading's kind of short, so I kind of want to give you guys some more information. Oh, mastery. Okay, yes. That's another reason why I was like, oh, you guys keep trying to learn things when you don't need to. Like, you mastered it, right? And that's the thing. People don't want you to know the fact that you're really a master at this. People are trying to humble you because they're like, how come you was able to do it so quickly? Also, with put your records on in reverse, you need to play your music more. Play it all over the place. Play it all the time. Play it all over the place. If you haven't released it yet, release it. If you only have it on like SoundCloud and such like that, put it on Apple Music and Spotify where it's easily accessible, and then you can play it, like put it in your playlist and then play it. And don't even play it like, oh yeah, I'm about to play my music. No, just play it as like the next song in the queue list. Like, look at it as like regular music, because it's music. Like, I guess it's your baby, but at the same time, it's music. It's make it mainstream. Make it seem like it's something normal, because it is, you know? You're going to be protected, morning dew, clarity, a fresh start, and a positive outlook. Stop trying to start over all the time. There's no need to start over. You're not, and stop looking at it as you're starting over. You're not starting over. You're continuing. You're progressing. You're going to the next stage. You're going to the next level. You're going to the next chapter. Okay? It's not you starting over. You're not, stop scrapping the book and starting over. Even if it's a new story or a new book, then look at it as the next, like it's a trilogy, right? There's the first one, then there's a sequel, and then there's the, I don't know, part 3. I don't know. Like, I don't know what to call it. You know, stop starting over and over and over again. You're not starting over. You're continuing. It's the next level, right? For example, I went to elementary school, went to high school, went to college, left college, went back to college, transferred, left again, transferred again. Every time I transfer, I'm not starting over. I'm continuing school. Then I went to aesthetic school. Again, I'm not starting over. I'm continuing my education, even though it's something different. It's still within the same field that I'm focused on. I'm continuing. Then I went to audio engineering school. Again, I'm not starting over because I still have elementary school, high school, college, the college that I did do. I still have the aesthetics. And then now I'm just doing audio engineering. And then after that, I went back to college, transferred. Again, not starting over. I'm continuing. It's not starting over. It's continuing. It's, you don't lose the knowledge and the wisdom and the experience you gained beforehand. You're continuing it. And even in between the times I was in school, I was working full-time jobs and focusing on social media. And even though I deleted like 5 YouTube accounts and like 3 TikTok accounts and like 4 Instagram accounts, it's not that I started over. Like, maybe I'd be starting over the number or that specific account. However, I'm not starting from the beginning. I'm not starting from scratch. I still have the knowledge, the wisdom, and experience that I had before. It's not starting over. It's starting a new book. It's starting a new chapter, starting a new movie, starting a new life. It doesn't matter. But at the same time, you're not starting from scratch anymore. You can never actually start from scratch if you have done something. Once you start something, you started it. And then if you do it again, whether you took a gap or you continued on, regardless, you're not starting over. You can never start over anything. It's you continuing. It's you gaining more. It's you adding on to it. Look at it like that, because there's a lot of ignorant people who will try to tell you, oh, you're starting over, or you're at the same place as them when they now started and you've been doing it for 10 years, but you took a gap. Like, when Beyonce stopped performing for a few years because she had babies, and then she came back to performing, did she start over? No, she just returned. And that's really what it is. You're returning. So stop letting people make you feel like you're something else, like you're less than. The 7 of Wands in reverse. And we also have the 7 of Swords in reverse. Stop being so defensive. Honestly, no one can touch you. Oh, and then we also have finances and career in reverse. So like your finances and your career, like you don't have to fight for it. Stop feeling as though it's in jeopardy all the time. It's not. Like, it's yours to keep. Okay, feel safe and stable in what you do. It's yours, and you're gonna keep doing. You do really good. You're really good at what you do. Like, enjoy it and realize that you're good. Also, stop feeling so defensive. I know I said that there's people who want to be you and who's jealous of you, but who cares? Everybody will always be jealous of you. You know how many people is jealous of Beyonce? You know how many people is wishing for Beyonce's downfall? You think she cares about them? What are they gonna do? The more that they say her name, the more famous she gets. And then she has a whole entire, what do you call it, a fandom that's supporting her regardless, who will stick up for her so she doesn't even see it. She doesn't even see the hate. Be like Beyonce. Don't see the hate, because who are they? They're a bunch of haters. The closest they can get to you is sitting around in a circle talking shit about you. They wish they were you. Like, they're fans. They're literally fans. They really take time out of their day to talk about you. That's so ugly. Like, let's be so for real. But anyway, pile number 2, that's your energy. That's your reading. Well, what shifts and changes are coming for you with the 1111 portal is that you're going to understand, you're going to realize and come to the conclusion that you're not starting over. You are a master at what you do. You are top of your field. You are the best at your field. There will be confirmation to come in to show you that, and that you will no longer even think twice about these haters, because you won't have to. You'll have a fandom, a powerful fandom that will be sticking up for you regardless, and you're just going to be too busy, too booked, busy and paid to even be able to even have time to even think about these people twice. Think about the people who's hating on you and lowering you, who's trying to get to where you are in life. You're not gonna have the time to think about them twice, because you're going to be so successful that you don't have the brain capacity to even think about them. So yeah, pile number 2, that is your reading. I hope it resonated. If it did, make sure to give this video a thumbs up and leave a comment below letting me know what pile you came from and how it resonated. Also be sure, also your voice is going to be heard a lot more places. Like, you could, like, I'm seeing like billboards and you being on like the news, like being invited to podcasts all over the place, like being flown out places to be on people's shows, things like that, like Saturday Night Live and things like that. So yeah, so back to what I was saying. Give this video a thumbs up, leave a comment below, let me know what pile you came from and how it resonated. Also be sure to subscribe to my channel with the bell notification on. You already know that, all the links and everything that you need is in the description box. You already know that. So yeah, I love each and every single one of you guys, and I'll see you in my next video. Okay, pile number 3. If you pick the photo of the outfit that's like laid out on the bed, and this is the reading for you. So Lord Heavenly Father, please tap me into pile number 3's energy, so I may deliver these messages to them with accuracy and precision, honesty and truth, for the good of all and harm to none. Amen. My foot is literally sleeping. I pre-shuffled all the cards. I use every deck that I own. I want things to be more in depth. So this is basically how I'm going to be doing it now. And yeah, I have like 20 something decks, so let's get into it. So we have Dance in Reverse. We have Divine Destiny, Path of the Divine Warrior. We have You in Reverse. No, they want me to put it upright. So You upright. Okay, interesting. We have Bhakti. We have Cheerleader by Omi. Ooh, don't do that now. We have Faith. Have faith. Faith grows when you act without knowing the end result. We have Meditate and Contemplate in the Moon in Pisces in Reverse. We have Look at the Bigger Picture, Full Moon in Sagittarius in Reverse. We have Lilith, Independence. We have Assurance, Danu, Goddess Danu and Goddess Lilith. And then we have Within the Next Few Weeks in Reverse. We have the Holy Grail, Stop the Endless Searching, Inner Quest, the Holy in Reverse. We have the Golden Child, Inner Child, Tenderness, Innocence, Rare Gifts. We have Inner Earth, You'll Survive This, New Solutions and Beginnings in Reverse. We have We the Hearthers, Deep Love, Mother's Milk, Birth as a Portal. We have Getting to Know Each Other. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens, in reverse. We have Make the Effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take, in reverse. We have The Sword and Rose. Clarity, truth, revelation, solidity, force, honor, protection, power, in reverse. We have I Know That I Crossed the Line with You, in reverse. We have Nine of Cups, in reverse. This is a lot of reversals. We have Nine of Wands, in reverse. We have the Fool, upright. We have the World, upright. This is the second deck, second pile that has the World in it. We have the fifth chakra, throat chakra, thoughtfulness. I am thoughtful and honest with myself. I aim to overcome any fears about speaking my truth, and I speak in a loving, considerate way. My personal empowerment comes from telling the truth and letting others know who I am. Others will be positively uplifted when they hear my truth, and I take care not to exaggerate in order to express them. I am careful not to let my mind mislead me, and in turn others. I avoid gossiping and speaking negatively of others. This came out in reverse. Ew. We have the Five of Cups. We have the Ten of Swords in reverse. We have the Emperor in reverse. And then we have the Strength card in reverse. So signs is Leo, Aquarius, Scorpio, Taurus, Aries, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Aries again, Sagittarius, Leo, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. Yes. And then what were the signs from? And then we have Pisces again and Sagittarius again. Okay, so I know this card was important. Divine Destiny, Faith. Okay, so what is coming for you with shifts and changes that's occurring because of the 11/11 portal for you is, so now within the next few weeks, things are going to be a lot different for you. You're going to have a lot of cheerleaders cheering you on. You're going to go through a huge transformation, and you're going to finally bloom into the person that you was meant to be. There is a lot of blockages that you're overcoming right now. Feeling as though you're not enough, feeling as though you will never reach the end goal, your end destination, being led astray from people having their own dreams for you, you losing faith and then gaining it back. You could have been a dancer and then like stopped dancing, whether you like got injured or just lost the will to. I can also see like you just like dancing in your mirror and then you stop doing that, so you need to actually start doing that again. Yes, but then also I'm seeing that you are somebody who has been praying and meditating a lot and seeing the big picture, and then so basically the big picture is going to come into reality for you. Stop feeling as though, I feel like a lot of readings are telling you that you still have to do all this work and you still have these blockages and things like that. That's not really the case for you. With you, it's like the blockages that you're getting is from still listening to people who's telling you that you need. Remember that tarot readings online are general readings, and you can find yourself in a cycle if you keep watching the same readers, if the rest of the collective is not growing with you, right? So it's a general reading, so maybe you'll find more, you'll get more benefits out of readings if you get personal readings. You can book one for me. There's a bunch of other readers who also do personal readings, but you need like personal guidance for yourself because you are ahead of the general population. Okay, even the general population of people who listen to tarot readings, and I feel like people who listen to tarot readings tend to be above the general population or have like deeper or bigger meanings and purposes and destinies in life. That's why they need so much spiritual guidance, because God can't have them led astray. Like light workers and star seeds tend to be the ones who watch a lot of tarot readings, but then on top of that, you're also above that. Like you are not saying like you're better than anyone, but basically you have a bigger destiny. So you could be somebody who identifies as being like an earth angel or like a goddess or god or like ascended master or something like that, right? So the 3D reality doesn't really align with you. Like you feel as though you're not you don't belong here. So that can kind of make you feel like you are not enough because you don't fit in with the general population or the norm and what people are used to. However, you're not supposed to fit in because you're supposed to lead. You're supposed to change. You're supposed to be the one who's making change. Like, thinking about Beyonce, imagine if Beyonce tried her whole life to fit in with people. Rihanna, imagine Rihanna just trying to fit in with people. The makeup world would be so, it will not be nearly as far as it is now. Like, right now, if you release a foundation and you don't have at least 30 shades, you're being canceled, right? And that was on before 10 or something like that was like the normal shades, and most of them being white people shades. So then Rihanna came out with 40 shades at her newest launch, like her first launch of foundation, came out with 40 shades, and now everybody, and then from then on, everybody was trying to fight to make at least 40 shades, if not more, you know? So it's just like, you are somebody who's supposed to lead the change. And I'm not saying that you have to focus on leading change. No, I'm saying to be yourself, stand out, be unique to you. Stop trying to be something you're not, or be somebody you're not. Stop trying so hard. Stop trying to fit in, and stop trying to make people like you. Like, literally, stop trying to make people like you, because that's literally when people don't like you. That's when people swipe, and that's when people don't pay attention to you, because people can see that. People can see when you're trying too hard. People can see when you're not being your authentic self, and it's not cute, right? So be yourself, and stop worrying about what the next person thinks and what the next person's doing, and, you know, what's trending, and, you know, what's gonna make you popular and what's gonna make people like you, because who cares if they like you? Most of those people don't even like themselves. Most of those people do not even like themselves, and half of those people are talking shit about you anyway, and they will continue to talk shit about you whether you're doing good or whether you're doing bad. Okay, they just don't like you, and half the time they don't like you because you have what they want. They're unhappy with their life, and then they think the grass is greener on the other side, so they want to be you. So stop worrying about them, okay? So with the 11/11 portal, you're going to be having more faith in yourself, and you're going to be more comfortable taking leaps of faith, okay? Also, you're going to realize that you are the golden child. You're God's golden child. You are God's favorite. God is working in your favor. God is working to make you successful, because God needs you to be at the head of the world, the head of whatever it is that you're doing, so you can lead the change. And the only way you're going to get there, God's not going to put you in the limelight until you learn how to be yourself, because God needs you to be in the limelight as yourself. God does not need you to be in the limelight being like Beyonce, or being like Rihanna, or being like Ariana Grande, or being like Madison Beer, or being like Olivia Rodriguez, or whoever else is like the top of the field that you're in, right? God needs you to be at the top as yourself, because there's a lot of room at the top, right? All of those people I just named are people who won Grammys or nominated for Grammys, or are amazing at what they do and have a bunch of fans and make millions of dollars doing what they love, and yada yada yada. However, they're all very different, and they're all themselves, right? You need to be yourself in order to sit at their table, because do you really think that they're going to allow you to come sit at their table when you're trying to act like one of them, or mimic one of them, or be like one of them? No, you have to be yourself. Period. Okay, so that is what is coming for you with this 11/11 portal. You're going to more so see the picture of who you want to be. So maybe you've been doing vision boards, and you're going to do one this year. Make sure on that vision board you see yourself. And I don't mean like see the life that you want to live. No, pitch yourself on that vision board. See your face, see your body, see your outfits, things like that. Pitch yourself on the vision board. Because then that's how you're going to see yourself as your dream person. You need to recognize, so with this 11/11 portal, you're going to recognize that you are your dream self. You are the vision that you had created. When you was a child, the person you dreamed of being, or the person that, like, the people you used to watch and look up to and love, the person that you needed as a child, that is who you are today. And that's what you're going to realize with this 11/11 portal. Because honestly, this is also very much so about just realizing who you are, and realizing who you are. Realizing what you love. Realizing what you always wanted to be. And recognize that you are that. And yes, you might have new goals that you put in place, but that's because you already accomplished the goals you used to have. And then instead of just sitting down and being bored and dying bored, you just created new goals. And that's who you are now. Okay, and that's great, and I'm so happy for you. But you should be happy for yourself too, boo. You are who you always wanted to be. So be them, and be proud of yourself. Tell yourself that you're proud of yourself, and be proud of it. Oh my gosh. Oh, that card flew over there. I don't feel like getting it. You could also be getting pregnant, becoming a mother, or having another child. Clarity. Oh my gosh, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Clarity, truth, revelation, solidity, force, honor, protection, power. So that just flipped the other way. So I guess that's why I want to fall. But okay, getting to know each other and then make an effort in reverse. So that is, again, you having to realize that you're no longer getting to know yourself. So you could have been on like the spiritual journey for a long time and done like a bunch of shadow work, and you keep getting into the cycle of doing shadow work over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. Get over it. Get over it. And yes, you know, no one's saying that you can't journal and do shadow work here and there, but you can't. If there's nothing to heal, boo, you don't have to heal anymore. Stop trying to heal. You're not broken anymore. You're not broken anymore. You are healed, boo. You are good. You are good. You are powerful. You are healed. Go out and shine and show the world that it is okay. You can come from the trenches, or you can come from the worst place ever, or you can come from abuse and trauma and make it out and still shine and be gorgeous and be beautiful, and you don't have to live in that forever. People think that trauma is permanent. It is not. It is not. And you do not have to pass that down generation to generation. Instead of passing down generational trauma, you're passing down generational wealth. You're passing down generational healing. You're passing down generational happiness. That is what's coming in the 11-11 portal. It's very much just you recognizing your power. Because right now the strength in Emperor is in reverse, and I'm trying to figure out why. Because there's nothing here that's telling me that it needs to be. And then also the 9 of Cups. But the 9 of Cups being in reverse is the fact that people around you just aren't happy. Oh, okay, I get it. Okay, so people are trying to take away your power. That's what that is. So with the 11-11 portal, you're not going to allow people to do that anymore. Be on the lookout. I wouldn't even say be on the lookout for that. Don't let them. Do not let them. Do not give them the power to do so. Okay? Be protected. And you don't have to walk around with obsidian and black tourmaline and things like that, though you could if you want to. First of all, I have those things in my apartment. It's decor. Okay, yeah, I have those things around me, and I always keep them around me. It's just like a thing that I do. It's cute, like that's part of my aesthetic, I guess, but also they have spiritual properties and benefits to it as well, so it helps. Like this, it's cute and practical, just like a couch. You get a cute couch because you want to sit on something. So it's practical, and then it's also cute. So it adds to the decor of your house, okay? So that's what I do with my crystals. Like I have this green moss agate ring and also necklace, and they're cute. You feel me? So now I make sure that if I'm getting crystals and things like that, I make sure that it's not only practical, but it's also cute. So I can wear it and it matches my personal aesthetic. I like luxury stuff. I like classy, elegant, graceful, and just dainty, like cute stuff. So I try to make sure that everything I buy is like that. Also, I'm very into spirituality and religion and like God and like crystals. I'm a Reiki master and I specialize in crystal Reiki. So I make sure that I have my crystals on me, but then I also make sure that the crystals are cute and matches my aesthetic. You know, I love tarot and oracle, so usually I buy a lot of tarot and oracle decks, and then the ones that I go for usually match my aesthetic and the things that I'm interested in. I have a mermaid one. I have one that looks like Bratz dolls. Like, this one's bald, but I have one that looks like Bratz dolls. And then I have this one, which is like my favorite colors, like tan, golds, blacks, whites, beige, things like that, right? So it's like you know who you are. It's really much so just shaping your reality to fit it. So I feel as though one day you're going to look up, and with this 11-11 portal, you're going to look up and realize that your life really is what you always wanted it to be. Because your life is what you make it, and you make your life into something that you always wanted. And I feel like you've been trying to manifest that for a while, and like you had bits and pieces of it, but you didn't really have the full thing, the full picture. And now you're going to look up one day, like really soon, within the next few weeks, you're going to look up and realize that you actually have the full picture. You have the big picture. And also you're going to realize that you are the big picture. Like you are it. You are the full package. Yes, that's what I was trying to say. You're going to look up one day and realize that you are actually the full package. And you could have felt as though you wasn't enough. There could be people who try to like humble you and try to make you feel like you're not enough, or you know, you can't have all the things that you want. So maybe you like want a very successful man who will take care of you, and you can just be like a stay-at-home wife or a well-kept wife, whatever the case is. And then you're gonna look up and realize, and then people always try to tell you like, oh, if you're gonna do that, then you know you have to be successful and you have to have things to offer, and like you have to have your own money and things like that, which honestly is not true. No man cares. If a successful, wealthy man does not care if you have money or not. They just want you to make them happy. Like, they just want you to be good energy. Anyway, they just want you to be with them. Like, for real. And anyway, so you're gonna look up one day and realize, honestly, you are the full package and then some. So you can easily make a man happy without even thinking twice about it. And on top of that, you do have your own money, and you do have your own goals and aspirations, and you are beautiful, and you know you will be a good mother. Like, you literally have everything that a man can ever ask for and more. Where it's like, you think of things ahead of time before a man can even think about. Ask all women, depending on what you're interested in or who you are, right? So if you're a man interested in women, then you know you used to feel as though you didn't have enough money to provide for a woman, and you know, be able to give her the lifestyle that she desired, and you know, spoil her and let her be a stay-at-home, well-kept wife, whatever the case is. And now you're gonna look up one day and realize, like, you know what, I can do that. I can do that easily. I have more than enough money to take care of her, to have her move in with me, to marry her and have her be happy, and she not have to work a day in her life. But she could if she wants to, but she doesn't have to, type thing, right? But yeah, so I see that you're gonna look up and realize there was no reason for you to be upset. There was no reason for you to not be happy. And honestly, you're kind of just a brat at this point, and you're kind of spoiled. Whether you spoil yourself, the universe spoils you, God spoils you, everybody around you spoils you. I think also, actually, the thing that's gonna happen is that everybody around you will also start to spoil you, and you will not let people around you who don't spoil you, basically. So it's like, if somebody tries to humble you, they're cut out your life. If somebody tries to tell you you can't have something, you cut them out their life. And not in a sense where it's like, oh, you're like, not like in a sense where it's like negative toxicity, but in a sense where it's like, well, I can do that for myself, or if you won't do it, another man will. Like, it's not like you're asking for too much. Like, there's no such thing as asking for too much. And I think that's, people try to make you feel as though you asking for the bare minimum was you asking for too much, and instead now you're just going to gravitate towards and only accept the people in your life who will do those things for you without you even having to ask for it in the first place, right? Before you had to ask, and then they would tell you it's too much, and now you're not even gonna have to ask in the first place, because that's less than the bare minimum for the people that you're gonna allow into your life. So you're gonna have better quality relationships and just have better quality people, higher quality people around you. Yeah. And that's all because you had faith in God. And also, your faith in God will also be strengthening, and your divine path will become more evident to you, and you'll be able to follow it a lot easier. Yeah, so those are the messages I have for you, power number 3. I hope it resonated. If it did, make sure to give this video a thumbs up and leave a comment below letting me know how you came from and how it resonated. Also, be sure to subscribe to my channel with the bell notification on so you can be notified whenever I upload. You already know that all the links are linked in the description box below, so make sure you go check out the description box if you need anything, like my platforms or like personal reading, anything like that. Those are all in the description box. So there you go. I love each and every single one of you guys, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye. Okay, pile number 4. If you pick the photo of like the entryway with the double stairways and the beautiful bouquet and chandelier in the like middle, then this is the reading for you. So Lord Heavenly Father, please tap me into pile number 4's energy, so I may deliver these messages to him with accuracy and precision, honesty and truth, for the good of all and harm to none. Amen. Lord Heavenly Father, what shifts and changes is the 1111 portal bringing for my pile number 4's. So I pre-shuffled already, and I used every deck that I own. I have 20 something decks, like 22 decks, and I just used all of those. So we're gonna get into it. There's like 1 to 4-ish cards from each deck. I try to get 1 card from every deck, but then sometimes some piles will like call for more. So, you know, we kind of just let God do what he want to do. Yeah, right? Okay, so we have Unload in reverse. We have Thick Skin upright. Ugh. We have Santosha in reverse. We have Maladhara. Oh my gosh, that's the root chakra. Boy, we have Breathing by Ariana Grande in reverse. Makes a lot of sense with Unfold. We have Silence in reverse. Rest your mind. Silence is good. Self-care. We have nothing will come of this situation, void of course, moon, void of course, moon. Then we also have it's time to give rather than receive, new moon in Virgo. We have Mahat, truth. We have perfect timing in reverse. We have rose within thorns. You have a right to your joy, peace, sweetness of life in reverse. We have fall into your arms, surrender, holding the opposites, extreme of life, upright. We have healing the divine masculine, Auroris, Osiris, rises. Oh my gosh, I wish I knew how to pronounce these things. Okay. We have forgiveness. We have stay optimistic about your love life, positive thinking and faith will bring in romance in reverse. Then we have a karmic relationship, fleeting triggers, turmoil, resentment, lessons, letting go and loving you in reverse. We have the golden mirror, self-absorbed, narcissist, one-sided relationship, love bombing in reverse. We have I'm so attracted to you, upright. We have the high priestess, upright. We have 2 of wands in reverse. We have 10 of wands, upright. We have the lovers in reverse. We have second chakra, sacral chakra. I am a mentor, not a rescuer. I avoid continually sacrificing my own happiness for others by rescuing and enabling them, as doing this may hinder personal growth for both of us. I choose not to be a martyr. I am a mentor, not a rescuer. I do not assume that everyone wants my opinions and solutions to their life challenges, and if I am in doubt, I will ask them. I take responsibility for my own happiness. Then we have the Chariot. We have the 9 of Cups in reverse. This is the second time that came out in reverse, so you might want to go check out the last pile. And then we have the World. This is the third pile the World came out in 1 and 2 as well, so you might want to check the whole reading. I don't know, it's a long reading, so that's up to you, but yeah. Okay, so what was I getting from this? Lord, tap into this energy and help me make sense of this. Okay, you boo-boo have not taken the time to relax, and you have not been believing in perfect timing. Excuse me. Also, okay, there's no need for you to escape anymore. I feel like you've been looking for like ways to escape and just looking for huge changes in your life. And you know, when you first started the spiritual journey, you could have been somebody who was like you had a lot of rapid changes really quickly. You can see quantum leaps in your life all the time, but you made it to the top, and your top might look different from what you was expecting it to look like, which is why you're feeling as though you're trying to work a lot harder to make these huge changes where you're not allowing yourself to relax and sit down and just enjoy life anymore, when in reality you're already grounded in your manifestations. It's just it doesn't look like the way you thought it was gonna look, and or the people around you don't understand your vision and the life you had and your divine purpose, right? So for example, I never had any desire to have a degree and or use my degree. I'm in college right now, right? But I never plan on ever using the degree that I get once I get it, right? I might use the knowledge, but at the same time, I could have easily learned the knowledge without having to go to college for it. The dreams I had was to be a influencer, a makeup artist, and then do music and perform for the rest of my life, model and act. But I was going to do modeling and acting through my music career, because since I'm an artist and a huge artist, I'll be able to book gigs easily, right? Because my parents would put into my head that you're not successful unless you get a college degree, because I'm Caribbean, my parents came from Trinidad. Then I was like, let's go back to college so I don't have to hear this anymore, right? And then also I was bored and I had extra free time. So because of that, I'm still trying to manifest things. Like, I'm trying to create this life that was never actually my dream to begin with, which is causing me not to have time to relax and unload and allow things to happen in my life the way it's supposed to be, the way it's supposed to happen, and the timing it's supposed to happen, right? So this can look like this in your life in a different way. So you're going to learn how to forgive yourself from one, not allowing yourself to relax and enjoy your life. Also, you're going to learn how to not always look for the next best thing, and just be comfortable and happy with who you are right now in your life. Yes, you have thick skin, but there's no reason for you to be. Like, you could be a very strong black woman, but there's no reason for you to be. You can be soft. You can relax. You can give yourself a time to breathe. We had Breathing by Ariana Grande come out in reverse, because you're not allowing yourself time to breathe. Also, with Sanatosha coming out in reverse, it's like you're not allowing yourself to actually enjoy and like look at the beauty that you created and the things that you grounded. Like, the moment you ground something or manifest something into your life, you're on to the next one. You're moving on to the next thing, instead of wallowing in instead of wallowing in your success and being able to sit in it and enjoy it and be proud of yourself. You're just like, next thing, like, let's go, what's next? And then because of that, you're never happy, because that you don't allow yourself to celebrate or be satisfied with who you are and what you do. However, if you was to meet somebody who accomplished all the things that you do, all the accomplishments that you accomplished, and be in the place that you are in, you would worship them, and you would be like, oh my gosh, like, you did so much, like, I'm so proud of you, like, how did you do that? You would look to them for guidance and mentorship and ask them for help. But when it's you, you're just like, oh no, I didn't do enough, I need to do more. You know, you have a lot more skill and talent and resources and experience and knowledge and certifications and qualifications and licenses and degrees and whatever the case is, whatever it is that you have. My bad about that, so I'm gonna have to switch it out. Whatever it is that you have a lot more than the people that you look up to, or the people that you used to look up to, or what you expected to have when you was younger. And it's like, now that you have it, you're just like, I need more, I need more, I need more, instead of sitting down and being like, wow, I did a good job, and then allowing the next thing to come to you when it's supposed to happen. Like, why can't you just, once you finish something, why can't you just take yourself on a vacation and a trip and just enjoy the fact that you accomplished something new? No, instead you're just like, I need to work on this and do this, and I need to accomplish something else. Like, you're addicted to accomplishing things, which sounds good in the landscape. Like, it sounds good, but then when you really look at it, it's just like, it's taxing, and it's taken away from a lot of things that you're doing. You know, like, you don't have the energy to actually, like, you're not fully developing in any field, because of the fact that you just always trying to move on to the next thing, instead of continuing to gain experience and wisdom in that thing that you already gained the knowledge in, right? Like, knowledge is one thing. Being able to read a book and answer questions is one thing, but then to actually apply it and develop it and grow into it is something completely different. Like, if you only go to school for something but then never actually work on developing your own style into something, then you're going to be like the textbook version of something, instead of actually being good at it. You know, like, the best in anything does not just follow a book, because the book can only tell you so much. The book is just the standard. The book teaches you how to pass a test. School teaches you how to pass a test, but doesn't really teach you how to be amazing at something. Like, anything that I have been certified in, or like been licensed in, or went to school. Okay, yeah, my battery died, like I said. But right, so anything I had went to school for and learned, I had to continue to develop that skill once I left the school, because you have to learn how to make it your own, right? You have to learn how to add your own style to it, and how to make it personal to yourself. When I was getting into tarot reading, I read books and textbooks and things on how to read tarot, and then you learn placements and different like layouts to do tarot. But then at the end, and then you also learn meanings to them and things like that, right? But then at the end, you have to learn your own style. You have to learn your own layouts. You have to learn what everything means to you, and develop your own personal relationship with God, with spirituality, with the readings, with your spirit team, with the cards. Like, every deck you have to have your own relationship with. Every setup, every question. Like, even though I'm in the spiritual community and I do tarot readings, my readings do not look like or sound like anybody else's. Why? Because I have my own style to things, right? I have my own I have my own lessons to teach people. I have my own wisdom because I gained wisdom through my own life experiences, right? So from that, and I had the life experiences that I had in the first place so I can deliver these messages to people, so I can teach people things, right? When I come up with music, well, when I make my own music, right, which I might, by the way, I have songs coming out on the 22nd, which I'm very excited about. I registered them today, so I have 3 songs that's coming out on the 22nd. Excited, stay on the lookout for that. But yeah, so when I write music, yes, it's still the same scale because it's the same 8 notes that anybody and everybody has in every song. However, I put my own sound into it. I put my own style into it. It's not the same as anybody else. However, you still have to follow that foundation, that blueprint. I can't come out and invent a new note. No. However, I can find my own way to put those notes together and put words together with those notes in order to deliver a message to you guys, right? So that's basically what you have to do. Stop trying to like, and I'm not saying stop learning because you should never stop learning, but develop yourself, develop your skills, develop your talents, develop your craft so it can look like yours. So it's like whenever you release something, people know like, yeah, that comes from you because it doesn't look like the textbook version of it. It looks like your masterpiece. It looks like your own masterpiece basically. So yeah, learn how to develop your masterpiece, you know, like you're really good. And I'm not just saying that like lightheartedly. Like you are actually really good and you are going to change a lot of people's lives, and a lot of people are going to love you and your work, and probably a lot of people already do, you know. So just keep on going and stop second guessing yourself because it doesn't look like how the textbook said it should look, or it doesn't look like how somebody who did it before you looks, because it's not supposed to, and it shouldn't. Because it's not them, it's not theirs, it's yours. You know, there was a time when Beyonce never was a thing, so no one's artwork ever looked like Beyonce's. If Beyonce was to be like, oh, my stuff isn't good enough because it doesn't look like theirs, like somebody who else came before them, imagine where life would be right now. We would not have had Schooling Life. And I love that song. It's like my favorite song by Beyonce. But like, I have never heard a song like Schooling Life, and that's probably why it's my favorite song. Oh, Olivia Rodriguez. Her music is not, she is like a alternative rock pop, like emo emo type of singer, and I love Olivia Rodriguez. Why? Because her messages are just like facts. It's a vibe, it's a mood. Like I get it. Like, and I personally, I haven't gone through it. I feel like a lot of people feel that way about me personally, but which sounds problematic, but I feel like I more so relate to Sabrina Carpenter's music. I love Sabrina Carpenter. Like, let me say that. I feel like I more so relate to Sabrina Carpenter than Olivia Rodriguez. Like, Olivia Rodriguez gives, oh, I keep losing my men to women, and Sabrina Carpenter is like, I don't know why your men keep coming to me. I don't even want them. Like, and that was my problem, and y'all hate me, when in reality I didn't even want them. They wanted me. And I can relate to that because a lot of people, like, their boyfriend or man or husband, whatever, would be interested in me, and I'm just like, I didn't even want them. They couldn't even afford me. Like, let's be so for real. Like, and I know that sounds problematic, but that's literally my life. Like, it's actually quite annoying. It is problematic. It causes issues for me. That's why I'm like, I can relate to Sabrina. I love Sabrina Carpenter. And again, Sabrina Carpenter, her music sounds like nobody else's. She literally spoke French in one of her songs, and it was so sexy. And I speak French. I'm going to France next semester, so in a couple months I'll be in France, but I'm so excited about that. But like, yeah, so it's like, be your own person and be proud of who you are. Be proud to show yourself and be proud to shine through the noise, because everybody is trying, in a world where everybody's just trying to hop on a trend, be somebody different, be something new, be the person who starts the trend. Like, let's be so for real and be so good at starting trends that it's just like, no, even if somebody hops on the trend, even if it becomes a trend and people are trying to hop on it, they can't even do it like you. That you will always be remembered as the original. Okay, be the original and be so good at being the original that no one, even the copycats, don't look the same. You know, like when they try to make clones and the clones always come out with some deformity. Like, that's basically what it is when it comes to being you. Like, you're so good, and then people try to copy you and follow you, and it's just like, it's never the same. It's like when you have a masterpiece like an original masterpiece, and then people make copies of it. The masterpiece will be sold for millions, if not billions of dollars. However, the copies will be sold at the 99-cent store. It's not the same, okay? So you are something absolutely phenomenal and different and out of worldly. Like, you are a masterpiece, and everything you create is also a masterpiece. And a lot of this does come from the fact that you went through so much schooling and you put in so much work and energy without taking the breaks. Like, yes, like that all contributed to you being so perfect now, or so amazing at what you do now. But don't get stuck in that cycle of work, learn, school, practice. Get back into that energy of play and enjoying what you do, because you started this. You started going to all the school and trying to master what you do. You started to master your craft because you love doing it so much that you wanted to do it for the rest of your life. So the fact that you have to do this for the rest of your life, fall back in love with it and stop trying to make it always perfect, and just make it a masterpiece. Okay, and it becomes a masterpiece from you putting your own personality and character into it. So instead of you trying to make it perfect, or you trying to make a textbook, isn't what makes it perfect. The little imperfections and impurities that's in it, the little flaws or whatever the case is, like the things that you're noticing that's like, oh no, that's not right. Like maybe you're trying to draw a line and there's a little curve in it, and you're just like, no, that's not right. You're not using a ruler, boo. If you're trying to draw a body, right? Maybe you're doing a portrait and it's like the nose is a little bit off. Maybe the person's nose is a little bit off. Have you ever thought about that? Like, nobody's face is actually perfectly symmetrical. So you're trying to draw a face and it doesn't look perfectly symmetrical, so you think it's wrong. But I'm just like, that's literally perfect, because that is reality. That is a masterpiece, because nobody's face is actually like that. You write a song and you sing in a song, and like in the song, like your voice cracks or something like that, and you hear it as your voice cracking, but everybody else listening to it hears it as emotion behind your voice, emotion behind the words, emotion behind the song. Like, you're not just singing the song to sing the song. No, you feel that song. Like, you feel what you're saying. You actually mean it. It's not just you saying it, it's you feeling it. You're expressing yourself in that song. When you're dancing and you feel as though, you're going a little, you're not controlling your body enough, or whatever the case is, and you think it looks you being sloppy, but in reality, it really just looks like you are feeling passionate. It makes people feel what you're doing more. Okay, so just watch yourself, or listen to yourself, or like look at you, whatever it is you create, a little bit more, and find the beauty in it, instead of trying to point out and nitpick all the things that you feel as though isn't right with it. And look at it more so and figure out what about that little imperfection or flaw makes it you. It makes it unique, right? If everybody was perfect, like textbook perfect, then everything would sound the same. It's the little imperfections and impurities and flaws and everything that makes it unique to that person. Okay, so that is your reading, pile number 2. Ooh, so sorry. Pile number 4. I hope it resonated. If it did, make sure to give this video a thumbs up and leave a comment below letting me know how it resonated and what pile you came from. Also, subscribe to my channel with the bell notification on so you can be notified whenever I upload. The description box still has all the information that you would ever need from me: profiles, personal readings, Patreon, all that good stuff. I love each and every single one of you guys, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye. Get some in now, let your edge out to some iceberg, you'll be